Welcome to PSCMS.
Good morning, students. In the previous lecture, we have revised all the previous year chapters. Now, we'll start with the new chapter.
Now let's start with our first chapter. The first chapter is Input-Output Devices. Before explaining about input and output, let's have a brief introduction about your computer system. Computer is an electronic machine that works on electricity. It can be compared to the magic box that can do a variety of jobs. Nowadays, computers are not restricted only to offices. Now we can use in a home, school, offices, airports, railway station and so on. Now we'll see the basic working of a computer system. Working of computer. A computer cannot work on its own. A computer works in three basic steps called as input, processing, output. Once we give input, it goes to the processor where it is processed and goes back to output devices. Now we'll see some real life examples. In these real life examples, we will see first one, sharpening pencil. Here, input is pencil and sharpening is the process and the sharpened pencil is the output. In the second, washing clothes. Here, dirty clothes are the input. Washing the clothes is the process and the clean clothes are the output. In the third one, making tea, where ingredients are the input. Heating, boiling is the process and the tea is then output. In the fourth one, brushing teeth, here input is the brush and the paste. Process is brushing your teeth and the output is clean teeth. This is input, process, output cycle of computer. Here input devices like keyboard, mouse, processing devices, CPU and output devices are like monitor and printer. Let's have an example. Suppose you have entered your name through your keyboard, that will be sent to your CPU where data is processed, then again sent back to your monitor where you see the output. Like this your computer works. Kids, let's move to our next topic in this chapter, that is input devices. Can anyone tell what is input device here? See, input device means the device through which we can enter data and instruction into the computer. Do you remember what are the input devices? Now, let's see some of the examples. Keyboard. Keyboard is one of the most common used input devices in computer. A keyboard is used to type data and instruction into the computer. The commonly used keyboard has 104 keys which can be divided into many groups based on their functions. For example, alphabet keys, control keys, function keys, navigation keys, numeric keypad. Now next, mouse. A mouse is small pointing device with 2 or 3 buttons on its top. As we move the mouse, the pointer also moves in the same direction. It used to point, select and then open files or folders on the screen. It also used to draw pictures. Scanner. It is a device that reads text or pictures printed on a paper and translates the information into form that a computer can use. The most commonly used scanner is the flat plate scanner, which has a flat tray with a glass pane and covering lid, just like a picture shown in the video. Barcode. A barcode reader consists of light source, a lens and a light sensor. It reads the barcodes and sends the information to the computer. Light pen. A light pen is a pen-like pointing device. It is used to select objects on the display screen. It is quite similar to a mouse except that it allows you to point to the objects displayed on the screen or draw directly on it. Digital camera. A digital camera is used to take photographs and record videos. Photos, videos taken with the digital camera are stored in a memory chip inside the camera. Then the digital camera is plugged into the computer and the images, videos are transferred to the computer. Web camera. A web camera is a device connected to the computer for capturing still images and live videos. Microphone. A microphone is an input device which is used to record voice, music and sounds into the computer system. Touchpad. Touchpad is used instead of a mouse on the laptop computers. It is a touch-sensitive pad. you can control the movements of the pointer on the screen by moving the finger on the touchpad. Touch screen. A touch screen is a computer screen which is sensitive to the touch. We can select the object directly by touching with fingers without using pointing devices. For example, ATM machines, mobile phones, etc.
Now we will see the output devices. What is output device? Output device means through which we get the output after processing the data in the CPU. There are the devices which are responsible for displaying the results. The most commonly used output devices, monitors, speakers, printers, etc. Now let's have some examples of output devices. Monitors. The most common output device is the monitor. It is similar to a television. The output that we get on a monitor is called the soft copy. There are three types of monitor: CRT, LCD and LED. Both CRT and LED monitors produce a sharp image, but LCD monitors have the advantage of being much thinner, lighter, consuming less electricity. CRT monitors, however, are generally less expensive but consume more electricity, whereas LED, that is light emitting dot, monitors have better display. They use 40% less power than LCDs and last longer. Next, speakers. It is used to listen to music and sound effect from a computer. Nowadays, we have speakers which are installed within the desktop monitors and laptop. Next, printer. It is an important part of a computer system. It prints the output on a paper. The printed copy is called the hard copy. The most commonly used printers are dot matrix printer, inkjet printer and laser printer. The dot matrix printer works like a typewriter and creates impression on the paper. It is very noisy but less expensive. It is commonly used in schools and offices. It prints in black color. The inkjet printer sprays droplets of ink on a paper to form text and graphics. It is ideal for routine business work and personal documents. It can print black as well as produces the color output. It produces the high quality prints. Then the laser printer. Laser printer beams to print. It mostly used in publishing houses. It is very fast and gives the high quality output. It works like a photocopier. Now we will move to our next part in this chapter, that is CPU. CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. CPU is also called as the brain of the computer. Do you know why it is called? Because, see, in our body, the brain has a very important role. The activities that we perform are the results of the signals which we receive from our brain. The CPU is the brain of the computer, where it processes and stores the information, performs calculations and sends the results to the output devices. It performs all the jobs which we want to do. It is also known as the system unit. The CPU has mainly three parts. Now let's see these three parts of the CPU. First is control unit, which is also called as CU. Second is arithmetical logical unit, which is also called as ALU. And the third one is memory unit, which is known as MU. Now, what is control unit here? A control unit works like a traffic policeman and manages all the operations of a computer. Then what is arithmetic logical unit here? This unit performs all the arithmetic calculation and logical operations. And then memory unit. This unit stores the information temporarily or permanently according to our need. Let's have a simple example to see how exactly your central processing unit works. Suppose I entered two numbers for the addition. This instruction sent to the control unit. Control unit decides whether we should send it to ALU, MU or output device. As now I entered the two numbers for the addition, so that instruction will be sent to the arithmetical logical unit where the data is processed. Then again that output sent to the control unit Control unit decides whether we should send it to memory unit or to the output device. So here we have requested the output, so it will be sent to the output device. Like this, your CPU works. Here we have finished our first chapter.
In the next lecture, we'll see theory of this chapter. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.